Do you feel overwhelmed at times? Do you feel like you just have so much to do that you don't know what to do? Like you don't know where to start, or feel like there's so much you have to do that you can't focus on any of it? Surely there's another way. What is it that the most productive and successful people do that gives them an edge over everyone else? Welcome to our channel, DP Become More, where it's all about becoming the best version of you and creating more of the life you want. Today, we share with you the top 7 productivity tips from 7 super achievers, which will help you thrive in your daily activities. First of all, let's define productivity. Productivity is commonly defined as the efficiency of production and is measured in terms of the rate of output per unit of input. Let's reveal the first productivity secret now that we've established what productivity is. Start your day with critical work. According to studies, our brain performs best in the morning, and our capacity to make high-quality decisions deteriorates as the day progresses. When your mind is fresh, tackle your most challenging tasks. Save any time-consuming tasks or meetings for the afternoon. You'll be able to establish a new and more productive way of managing your time by organizing your day this way. This is exactly how Amazon founder Jeff Bezos structures his day.
Time is very important to me, and so that's why I set my first meeting for 10 o'clock. I like to do my high IQ meetings before lunch.
It's all about discipline. Discipline is the foundation of all achievement. It serves as a link between goals and accomplishment. Failure is directly linked to a lack of discipline. Successful people have the self-discipline to manage themselves with the intent of achieving a goal. Entrepreneur and speaker Vusi Thembekwayo said,
"Winners don't need motivation. Winners need discipline. Discipline's about getting it done because it needs to get done, not because I feel like it, not because I'm motivated for it." You think Nelson Mandela was motivated to spend 27 years in prison? You think Martin Luther King was motivated to march across the states and proclaim freedom? You think, if you look at people that change the world, they're not doing it because they're motivated. They're doing it because they made a commitment to do it and they're disciplined to see it through.
Steve Harvey said,
"The desire is where you want to go. The discipline is how you get there. Discipline determines your destiny, not your desire."
Develop a growth mindset. It may be the most essential factor separating successful people from their less successful equivalents. A growth mindset believes that everyone can learn anything if they are willing to put in enough effort. One's potential is only limited by their willingness to work hard and keep trying different approaches until something works. The key is lifelong learning.
Important thing that I have learned is that there's more to learn. That we should all be hungry for a lifetime.
Do less, not more. The 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. Figuring out how to accomplish less, not more, is the secret to mastering productivity. One day, while wandering in his yard, Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto noticed that every year 20% of the pea plants in his garden produced approximately 80% of the peas. He began to consider economic output on a bigger scale as a result of this. Sure enough, he discovered that in numerous industries, civilizations, and even organizations, the 20% most productive fraction generally produced 80% of the output. This later became known as the Pareto principle, often referred today as the 80-20 rule. Here's Brian Tracy applying the 80-20 rule to goal setting.
We can take Pareto's 80-20 rule and apply it to almost any situation. In particular, we can apply it to goal setting and productivity. According to this principle, 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. That means if you have a list of 10 items to accomplish, 2 of those items will turn out to be worth more than the other 8 items put together.
Only 20% of what you accomplished on a daily basis provides 80% of your results. During your workday, get rid of the things that don't matter because they have a minor impact on your overall productivity. Break down your next project into steps and remove tasks one at a time until you're left with the 20% that produces 80% of the results. Remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Do not confuse movement with progress. Focus. When it comes to productivity, your ability to focus can become more important than your mental capacity. Progress comes from being focused and performing deep work.
Focus on signal over noise. A lot of companies get confused. They spend money on things that don't actually make the product better. For any given company, just keep thinking about, are these efforts that people are expending, are they resulting in a better product or service? And if they're not, stop those efforts.
Focus on signal over noise. Don't waste time on stuff that doesn't actually matter. The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Avoid multitasking, instead use batching. We've all heard that single tasking or monotasking increases a person's productivity. That's why successful people don't advise multitasking. While navigating through multiple tasks, or commonly known as task switching, studies show that the brain needs time to readjust. Switching is what makes you tired and unproductive, not the tasks themselves. This doesn't mean superachievers don't multitask. There is a productivity hack called batching, which is a method of strategic multitasking. You may easily work on several activities without losing your workflow if you batch related jobs that require similar mindsets. To put it another way, your brain is only focused on one job at a time.
The people that are constantly multitasking, never focusing, are creating a different structure in their brains, and it affects them. It slows them down. It makes them less powerful, less effective. So when you get totally focused on what you want, a simple principle is wherever focus goes, energy flows.
Control your time. Always begin your day with yourself in command of your schedule so that you can ride the wave of the day's momentum. Being proactive rather than reactive in life is a key aspect of a superachiever's productivity. Instead of using a to-do list, the most productive people use their calendars. The reason for this is that calendars are finite and offer you a greater sense of time, making it easier to figure out how much time you have during the week to finish tasks. Breaking down your days into smaller chunks and putting tasks on your calendar can help you become more productive. Determine the most suitable time for you and your work. Your past does not equal your future. What will equal your future is what you do in the present.
Imagine what you could accomplish if you shrunk the time frames down. The last thing I want to tell you about time is that the best people I know have a focus on the future and use their time in the present. They focus on the future and use their time in the present. Too many of you are focused in the past and are thinking all the time about the future, dreaming, and aren't taking advantage of the present. The present is a gift, and we need to treat it as such. The past is literally gone forever. And in many cases, it's a figment and a manipulation of our imagination. The future is grand and powerful, and we need to be focused there and thinking about it and dreaming about it because we are pulled towards it. But the best people can simultaneously be dreaming and optimistic about the future and take massive action right now.
It's not the hours you put in, it's what you put in the hours that counts. By applying these 7 game-changing productivity secrets consistently over time, you can model the superachievers and create your own version of success. Which one will you start with today? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more videos to help you become more. See you on the next one.